Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for another opportunity to be in your presence. My name is Nichelle, and I am the Startup CEO, helping you to start, market, grow, and profit in your own enterprise as the CEO of you, helping you to take your side hustles and turn them into your main hustles so that you can start utilizing the gifts that God has blessed you with. Today, we're going to talk about how to make sure you get that secured loan through the SBA. Excuse me, not secured, but that you get that loan through the SBA. Now, my businesses were able to receive the PPP as well as the idle loan. So I'm really excited that the opportunity was available for small businesses to literally take advantage of what big businesses have taken advantage of for years. If you did not get that, you still have some time. I think it's until August 15th that the PPP is still available. And I encourage you, if you are a small business owner and you're able to apply for that loan, make sure you do, because there are really many advantages to help you stay in business and to even help you grow your business with the PPP loan. So today I'm going to share with you some tips that I used in order to secure the SBA PPP loan, as well as even to get the EIDL loan, the EIDL grant. When the EIDL grant was, when we were in the process of getting that, I really didn't think we were going to get it because I heard tons of information like they're going to pull your credit and all that kind of stuff, and just to see where you are financially. And if your credit is bad, you won't get it. True enough, a lot of people whose credit were bad or is bad or was bad were not able to get it. I'm so thankful that we kept in touch and in tune with our credit and was able to receive the idle payment. I received them for several businesses that I own, and that's a good thing. I'm just ecstatic. So I'm going to share with you right now what you need to do so that you can get your PPP if you have not gotten it yet before the deadline is gone. Number one, real talk, you want to be honest. I don't know, and I'm not trying to disgruntle anybody, trying to get anybody upset, but honesty is always the best policy, because believe it or not, those people that are not honest, all that's going to come back to haunt you. And I truly believe that if you're honest, people are more willing to work with you. And so when you are filling out that paperwork, don't lie and say you have a business and you don't. Don't lie and say you make $100,000 and you don't. Don't lie. Just be honest, be truthful, because something is better than nothing. A little bit is better than nothing at all. Be honest. That's number one. Number two, you want to check your email often. And the reason why you want to check your email is because if I had not checked my email, I wouldn't have known I was approved. I wouldn't have known that the idle program was available for me, because that's really how they communicate. Nobody called me. Nobody sent me a text message or anything of that sort. They sent it via email. So you want to make sure that when you're filling out the application, that it's an email that you're going to check on a regular basis, and that you're available to check it daily. Okay, basically just daily, and that it's updated. I know I was working with one client that we helped them secure their PPP loan, and they put the wrong email address down there, and so they never got correspondence. And when it was time to get the loan, they actually missed that deadline. So now we're preparing again so that they can go and get the money that's available now before August gets here. Check your email often. Use a viable email, perhaps maybe the email associated with your business. That's a great thing to use, or your personal email. Number three, you want to make sure you submit all the information that's required in a timely manner. Now, I did a video a couple of weeks ago, actually several months ago, about if you're not timely with submitting it, they will move on. And people lost the opportunity to get the loan because they did not submit the information timely, partly because they did not give them the right email address, or they did not check that email regularly, or they were waiting on a phone call. So if you submit the appropriate documentation in advance, you don't have to go back and correct. You don't have to go back and check if you did it or not, because they will have all the information available. Now, going back to my honesty point, if you're applying for PPP or EIDL, those are government grant loans. And so you're filing taxes. They can see what you make, and if you make anything at all. And that's why I wanted to stress the fact of being honest. Honesty is always the best policy. Number four, whatever your taxes say, it should be precise. Now, I know in working with several people, sometimes they're a little off on those numbers, but try to come as close to possible with that. Within all of my businesses, We, as my people that I work with, there's four of us. My real estate company, there's two of us. And my property management is four of us. And my home health, that ranges. Everybody's independent contractors. So you literally want to make sure that what you are appropriating funds to, that is really within the business scope. And again, your tax just to say that. Number five, you want to stay in touch. You want to stay in touch with your bank if you're going through a bank. And this actually was supposed to be my number one, after number one that I stated. But you want to stay in touch with your bank. I chose to go through a credit union because I have heard so many people get caught up in all these scams that are put out on the internet, different people sending you information about filling out paperwork for it. I chose to personally go through my bank. Why? Because I had a relationship with them. They knew what I have deposited into my account on a regular basis. So I didn't have to really self-disclose anything outside of my taxes because they knew my financial standpoint. So if you go through your bank, which credit unions to me are amazing because they're smaller, they're more apt to work with small business owners versus your bigger box banks. And so it was easier to me to get the loan through. And I was able to pick up the phone to stay in communication with the lender and give him anything he needed as it relates to qualifying for the PPP and PPE loan. Now the EIDL, I did that online, and I just went through a provider that I have online that I do business with. They had the link there, and I knew it was a secure link, and I went ahead and filled out the information from there. But the PPP, if you go through your bank, neighborhood bank within your community, and you should be doing that anyway if you're a business owner, you want to build relationships with your community, because a lot of times your community is where your business is going to literally flourish. I do online stuff as well, but I tell you what, my presence in the community really, really, really impacts the business a whole lot. Okay, so work with a small bank, preferably a credit union, or if you have a relationship with a bigger bank, kudos to you. But make sure you stay in contact with them so you can have that face-to-face, one-on-one contact with your lender. So those are the 5 tips I wanted to give you. Just a couple of caveats that I want to share with you, and apologize. I'm looking down because I'm looking at my notes that I took when sharing this information for you. The SBA number is 1-800-659-2955. I'll also leave that below. The email to get in contact with the SBA is disastercustomerservice@sba.gov. If you are getting the loan, more than likely they're going to do a credit check for your business, because if you're doing a PPP, obviously it is in your business. It is payable, that you have to, it actually, excuse me, let me rephrase that. I'm reading 2-3 things here. The PPP can turn into a grant. And that's what I love about it. We've utilized most of ours for our payroll, with the exception of some other things, and utilities. And according to the PPP documentation, if you used it for payroll, the things that it was granted for, then that will be considered forgivable. So those are the quick tips that I wanted to leave you today. And again, if you are a small business owner and you have not yet applied for the PPP, you have financial stability within your business, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and do it. This opportunity more than likely will not come again. And when you are given an opportunity, if you sleep on it, you just slept and missed out. Okay. So my name is Nichelle Womack, and I am the Startup CEO. I typically broadcast live about relationships, business, real estate, travel, and family. If this is the type of stuff that you like, information, videos that you like, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button? Why don't you hit that like button and tell me what you liked about this video? Did you get a PPP loan? Did you get an EIDL loan? What are your thoughts? What are your concerns? Do you think this is a good thing? Share all that information with me below. Blessings and peace. Thank you for being here. Until next time, may everything that you touch, may it turn to gold. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.